Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
No, there's a lot of people that like that.
Yeah,
actually, but I guess I'm sort of either way. I can't act like I'm shocked when somebody says they love it or hate it.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually I'm sorry because Brad Jones. That was the weirdest couple of weeks because like that was that weird like feud, quote unquote feud that like Spoonie and the Cinema Snob had, where it was like Brad Jones loved the Expendables and then Spoonie did, but then Spoonie loved Scott Pilgrim and then Brad didn't. And
Joe got in the mix.
Oh yeah, there's somehow Joe got in there. And it's like, with all of it, it's just like, you know, when they say they're aside, it's like, oh, yeah, but, you know, they give a little leeway. No, there's a lot to, when I heard Brad explain why he didn't like it, again, I was sort of going, oh, okay, because, I mean, his argument was, come on, Knives is by far the cooler girlfriend, which I was sort of like, yeah, you know, but, and the other girl's a old bitch. Yeah, but, you know. And I give that movie credit for having the balls to just be what it is. There's no, it was a dream, he hit his head, this is just how he sees the world. No, this is just the world this movie is in. And I really have to give it credit for that, because I don't see many movies that do that. And I like the director of that film. He also did Hot Fuzz, which is like my favorite comedy. And he's really doing new things with jokes. And I like it, very visual jokes, and I think he has a lot of fun with it. It really pushes the boundaries of what can be done with them.
Yeah, with me and my brother, we disagree on the movie. We never disagree on movies. And we disagree on Scott Pilgrim for one reason only, Michael Cera.
Oh, God.
You know, and it's like...
Oh, you don't like Michael Cera?
No,
awkwardness, a little, just, come on, you gotta like me.
No, it's like, I don't have a problem with him.
Come on.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have a problem with him. My brother does, and so I like the movie better than he does. It's weird.
Did you like that?
I never saw it. I know that's a
And you call yourself a nerd.
I read the first volume of the book, and it wasn't bad. It just didn't impress me. And I'm not a big fan of love triangles.
You ought to see it just for the visuals, to have the visual.
I know, every single freaking person in the universe is recommending to me. I will see it, and I'll probably be hugely disappointed.
No, it's one of those, even if you hate it, I think it's a good film to see because it is trying new things. Any film that's trying something new, even if it sucks, I think it's an important film to see. So
I've heard it often described as the best video game movie ever, though it's based on a comic, but whatever. It's also the closest thing we're going to get to a No More Heroes movie.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Freddie got fingered.
What? Okay, yeah, I gotta hear that one.
Justify yourself, sir.
Dude, I second that.
Why? No, go ahead.
I just think it's so terrible and random.
Okay, well that's.
It's
See again, like that's a good explanation. It's like I can agree with that.
It's seriously like it pushes the limits of how bad a movie can actually be, to the point that it is awesome.
You know, and it's fun. I saw. I don't think Gene Siskel was still alive. I think it was Ebert and Roper, but they were reviewing that movie, and they did not look. You know, it's like they were like, yeah, thumbs down, obviously, but it's like they didn't look that disappointed. They were sort of impressed with how bad it was, and they said they know. It's like, no, I know this is trying to be like the worst movie ever made, and you know what? It's pretty close. You know, it's like they're sort of. It's like, yeah, we're kind of impressed with it. We're kind of, you know, so it's like, you know, on that level, it's like, yeah, I can definitely see how someone would enjoy that. I don't know what the rewatchability is, but I mean, I haven't seen it. I should have talked about it.
It's at its best at 4 a.m.
I'll get drunk off your ass, right?
It's at its best at 4 a.m.
So, were you ever brave enough to see that movie?
I read the Agony Booth synopsis, not the Agony Booth, Jabutu's synopsis of it, and I got like about a third of the movie into it. I was like, I can't read anymore.
You can't read the review.
What is this? What is this thing that I'm reading?
Is it listed as the worst movie ever?
It was for a while.
Is it? What replaced it?
I actually checked this not too long ago. I believe it was Super Babies.
No, what Baby Geniuses, right?
Yeah, Baby Geniuses 2.
Like
Super
2,
Babies.
yeah, because it needed a sequel. So something of that high caliber needs the story told more. Need to go into the story arcs of the characters. So So very cool.
Back when I was working, back when I was working at a movie theater, I saw an ad for Super Babies, and I was like, there was a first one. Who greenlit a sequel?
So, yeah.
Schneider with red hair. I mean, come on.
No, Surf Ninjas. Stop. No, actually, that's another one I can totally understand, because it's sort of along the lines of the Freddy Got Fingered, right? It's just like, this is so friggin' what the hell that it's like, it's hard not to enjoy, right? It's at the
Surfing Orientals, come on.
1, 2, dude! Bend your knees, move your arms.
Don't surf.
Your brothers don't surf. Welcome back to the hood. I'm gonna change over. Tone, lot.
Tone Lot card.
And don't forget the ending. I mean, that's pretty much. Bop around.
No, I actually like that song, actually.
No, when we saw that movie, for those who don't know, I did a review of it, and we were watching, I just said, I can't do my normal review. I gotta do something different. This is just beyond, yeah. It's like, the whole, this is genius. How can any of you not see this? And it's like, it is a film that was just so out there, strange and horrid and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I did have to change things up. So it's like, again, I can totally understand that. I can see how someone could enjoy that movie. So, yeah.
I talked to you earlier about this Titan AE.
Yeah, now what? Yeah, we were talking. Now, what did you enjoy about that guy? I personally did enjoy it.
It was more just a childhood movie. I kind of liked it. Just like I saw that before I saw Secret in Him, and just being young, and it was exciting for me. I just enjoyed it. It was different from most other things, and I always thought just the story. I just liked it in general.
A lot of and I'm sure you can agree with this too. There's a lot of movies and shows that I can acknowledge. No, that's bad, but I still like it. I'll still like. That's sort of like the first Ninja Turtles movie. I'm not going to say that's good. I'm not going to say that's high art. But
I don't appreciate the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
But I love it. I absolutely love it. I can watch it a million times, never get tired of it. And like I said, for what they had to do, it's like, here's the title of your movie. Here's what it's based off of. Make something good. It's like, they do half bad. It's pretty impressive. So, and I think, but if I grew up with it now, if I saw it, like I didn't grow up with that, I'd be like, oh, no, stupid. I'm trying to cash in on the, hey, dudes, ninjas, And there definitely are things that if ever somebody says like nostalgia, it's like right there. It's like, okay, get it, got it. Because there's so many things when you watch it as a kid, it's like, even if, ever. Was that?
Like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it's always going to stick with you somehow, and you're always going to get some joy watching it. Like even if it is just terrible, you're going to get some joy out of it. So yeah, I can definitely understand whenever you say nostalgic or something. It's like I definitely relate. What color there? Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Actually, I've heard that a few times. Again, what did you enjoy about it?
Well, first of all, you can't beat John Williams when he composes. He makes gorgeous soundtracks. And when I first saw the movie, when I walked out of the theater, for whatever reason, it inspired me to be a writer, and I haven't looked back on that since.
So you like the movie for what it's sort of, like what it brought out in you?
Yeah.
Now what, I didn't care, well, what in that film did you sort of say, yeah, I want to be a writer, I want to...
Honestly, I can't pinpoint it. I just know when I walked out of the theater, I knew.
I can make a horrible joke.
Oh, come on.
Let's hear it!
Oh, go right ahead.
You wanted to make a better movie.
No,
that's fine. You take that. You took away something good out of it, and I'll say that it inspired something good then.
Yeah, no, I mean that's again like anything. If it really brings something to you, it's like who cares what other people think? I mean, it's like did I like the movie? No, but I mean, like I said, I like X-Men 3 and Spider-Man 3. What can you possibly get? It's like I can get a lot, So it really just it just varies. So that's pretty cool that actually inspired you to be a writer. That's really cool. Now, out of curiosity, do you write sci-fi?
Sci-fi, fantasy, supernatural.
Okay, cool. So it definitely makes sense. So, all right. Yeah, nostalgia critic.
I really
love your work, man.
I really did like Harry Potter 5, and it just seems, and I thought 6 was a lot more complete movie. It just didn't feel like it had as many holes, and it didn't seem like it was missing as much. But when I've spoken to people, it just seems like they like Harry Potter 5 a lot more, and I just thought that was the weakest movie.
I don't even know which one. We're actually going to go see Harry Potter tonight because we have to. For anyone interested, sometime tomorrow we're going to be doing a bum review of the new Harry Potter.
Oh my God! The greatest
We're going to go around. We're going to see if people want to participate in it. So we'll, if you're around the area, we'll, just come with. The more the merrier.
I haven't seen any of them.
He hasn't seen any of the movies, so he's really going to be the one going to see. And I've seen most of them. I don't think the last one that came out, the one where you know who dies. I don't want to give away, but that was the only one where I'm like, this is good. This is actually like I'm invested. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to blah blah blah. Though I will admit, when you know who dies, it's sort of like, but. I think that one and the third one were the only ones where I'm like, I'm interested in what's going on. For me, I could never get into the kid. I always thought he was a little too bland for me. And just something about him does. And he's not terrible. It's not like, oh, what a horrible. It's just like he never. Something it doesn't seem like a real kid to me. He seems like a robot, sort of.
Fred Savage kind of feel?
Yeah, a little. No, not Fred Savage. Fred Savage was over the top. He's underplaying it a little, I think. And I mean, personally, but. People get so into those movies, and the books, I just always take it as, okay, there's something that I'm not getting out of it. I'm glad so many people, not only people get into it, but, kids are reading. Like, a couple of years ago, I'd be like, what? No kid read, 10, 15 years ago. Like nobody was reading. And this was, like, a big popular thing now. It was, like, reading. And that, I mean... and when people are trying to protest, it preaches the devil, they're reading! It's like witch trials. It's like reading is the devil. So I definitely admire what those movies have done. Like I said, the films themselves, I could never get that into. Black Love, yeah.
Have you read the book recently?
Harry Potter?
Yeah, number 7.
No, everybody tells me that the books are great. Read the books.
They're great. I saw.
Read the books.
It was severely disappointing.
What, the 7th book?
Yeah.
I'm hearing that more and more. I've heard a lot of people say a 7th book, but wasn't it?
The movie. I don't know.
Isn't the one coming out right now?
Yeah.
They saw it.
Oh, that's right. It came out last night. That's right. Okay. I'm like, how would you see it? I'm like, that's right. It came out last night. So, well, it's only part 1. That's what really pisses us off. We gotta see both parts. It's like, just end. Let's stop reviewing these movies.
We're milking this franchise as much as we can. Next up is Harry Potter: The Rebirth.
Harry Potter's retirement home.